Divine Rising, Cosmic Family, viewers, newcomers of the spiritual journey. I hope all is well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And Cosmic says hello. Say what's up, Cosmic. She's Cosmic, and that's Canelo. I'm out here walking my dogs, and that's some things I want to create a topic on. I normally make these videos here and there. I might have to just go back to making these videos just because of how long it's been since I really did these. And the whole intentions I have is to teach and help people with my situations, based on my situation, as far as me learning the lessons I learned and just seeing how it can help others. You don't gotta why is the sun beaming on me like that? You don't gotta take everything I say and apply it, but at least listen and hear me out, just because one thing for sure, I know what I'm talking about with this shit. And this can apply not only to relationships, but could also apply to family, friends, and all that too. So basically, from the title of the video, you're wondering why your relationship failed. There's a multitude of things, obviously, that contributes to the ending of a relationship, but the root problem of it is two individuals get together and they don't really know what they want, or they don't know themselves truly, and they don't take the time out to find themselves or know themselves outside the relationship. They go into a relationship thinking that this relationship is going to find them. This relationship is going to show them who they are, and that's going to be who they are. Yes, a relationship does show who you are, but it shows a part of you. It doesn't show all of you. So it's like one of those things where people have a bad habit of, cause I'm trying to get the sun to stop shining on my fucking forehead so hard. But yeah, people have a bad habit of projecting their lack energy onto other people in relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's family members, or whatever the case may be. They have a hard time understanding themselves, so what they do is they project that misunderstanding of self onto others, and then now they're assuming that everyone else is just like them. No. And a key factor in relationships is communication. If one is going through something, so let's say they lose a family member and it's causing pain and it's bringing up trauma or memories and all this extra shit, causing that person to act different, then one must communicate the situation, what they're going through, or communicate anything, because that can lead to a lot of other things that can end the relationship. Another example is just simply if a motherfucker is stressed out at work or whatever, and they're coming home stressed and they're irritated and don't really feel like being bothered. If they're not communicating the why, then the person who wants to spend time with that said tired person is going to feel some type of way. So these are a lot of things that contribute to end a relationship, and they're all rooted to how each person goes into the relationships and how they view each other. Okay. Now, in my experience, one thing for sure, when people are moving too fast in a relationship, no matter what it is, when you're moving too fast, things kind of get overlooked. Things kind of seem like it doesn't matter at this moment, and then it matters later on, and then now you're dealing with arguments. Now you're dealing with potentials of breaking up. Now you're dealing with all this conflict because you did not see the few things that were important before the relationship really got off the ground. And one of those few things is healing, okay? You have to heal. You can't just get in a relationship and not heal, bro. You can't be in a relationship and not heal. You're not always going to be fully healed. Even if you got over that breakup and you spent time with yourself and you don't learn a lot of things about yourself, there's still going to be triggers about yourself that a person can bring out, because it's not just about that person that you had healed over. It's other parts of you that you got to learn, and that's what relationships are meant for. They're not just meant for you to be all in your feelings and lovey-dovey and then getting mad at each other and thinking that shit cute. It's not cute to just be mad at each other for no reason. If you don't know why you're mad at me, stop being mad at me. That's how I take it, because it's like, bro, you got to learn about yourself in a relationship as much as you have to learn about yourself outside a relationship. So when it comes to healing, it's important that you at least tackle the things that you feel are holding you back in life. And that could probably open up doors and space in your heart that allow you to then do certain things that your partner wanted to do, or display certain things that you've been wanting to do in a relationship simply because you have that space. But if you don't have that heart space open for anything with dealing with a relationship, then you're not ready for the relationship simply. It's different if you sat with yourself, learn how to treat yourself, learn how to love yourself. And then you go in a relationship, and now you have to apply these things that you learn, and it may not be easy. It's levels to this shit. So when it comes to relationships and healing, is a very key factor that they like people should implement, because they think because they're in a relationship, I don't gotta heal. We're done. We're done healing. We're good. We got the man we want. We got the woman we want. No, my nigga, like you're gonna lose that motherfucker due to the fact that you got comfortable with your unhealed traumas. And people don't believe they're getting comfortable. People don't believe these things about themselves because they're too full of themselves. They're too into themselves. They're too worried about protecting their ego. And like, bro, no, we're not doing that. Me personally, I don't do the ego. I look past the ego, because at the end of the day, that's what's trying to argue back with me. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm telling you what it is, and if you can't see it, then you gotta go. Simple as that. I'm not saying I don't care. It's just like, bro, I'm not gonna repeat myself, drain my energy trying to help you out, at the same time do for myself, so that I'm showing up in this relationship properly and not half-assed. You feel me? Gotta charge and take care of the battery for the phone to work properly, right? Same thing with your body. You have to take care of the battery in your body for it to operate right. Take care of your heart space so that you are properly loving others. Take care of your everything so that you're properly moving around and your chakras aren't out of alignment and your energy's not fluctuating weirdly and having blockages in certain areas, because that's key to a relationship is chakra work. You got motherfuckers getting in a relationship who only want sex, so now they're just stuck in their first 3 chakras, bro. You got motherfuckers who specifically don't want to have sex and they want to, transcend and do other things and kind of be monk styles. That's too much in the highers. You have to be in between, because intimacy is key in relationships, but healing as well, space as well. Isolation is key as well, because how are you going to be able to trust a person if y'all can't simply isolate and just be like, all right, let me go handle my issues that is causing conflict in this relationship? Because not everybody's perfect, and we know we're not perfect. So why is we going to relationships thinking that we ain't got shit to work on? And that's what people have a hard time understanding, like, oh, I shouldn't have to work on anything if I'm in a relationship. No, because the reason why you're arguing is because it's a misunderstanding. And if it's the same loop of an argument, that means there's something underlying. It's different if it's different things that you're having disagreements about and it's getting closed out and moved on from. No, if we're coming back to the same problem, that's because someone between the two is not working on something. Or it could be both. And that's literally what it's been a common thing in 2026 and 2025. Like, literally, people are having hard times being in relationships and finding relationships simply because people are not healing. They're not healing, so they don't know what they want. And when you don't know what you want, you end up just putting yourself in situations where you think is good for you. And then you start being around people who you think is got your best interests at heart, just for you to end up dead somewhere, just for you to end up in jail somewhere, just for you to end up fucked up financially somewhere. Like, it just leaves you in a shitty position because you thought they had your best interests at heart when they truthfully didn't. Okay? And you have to be honest with yourself and what you want out of a relationship. You got to let that person know, even if you feel like it's too late. No, it's called heart-to-heart conversations. Have the moments to be like, hey, I know we've been going through a lot of shit, bro, and you might not be happy with what's going on, but I want to have clarity, so even if we separate, we have the clarity. If the person don't want that clarity, don't give a fuck. Leave them alone. Don't force it, because then you're draining your energy. But at least open that door for clarity to be at least brought to the front so that motherfuckers isn't hitting each other up when y'all broke up and y'all supposed to be moving on. You know what I'm saying? That's unhealed energy, bro. When a person can't move on after a breakup, that's because they can't heal. They don't know how to heal. They haven't found the technique to heal themselves. They haven't found the technique to leave a relationship, isolate, and heal and go within. They have to distract themselves. They got to smoke all the time. They got to drink all the time. They got to be around people all the time. They got to immerse themselves in sexual activities or immerse themselves in work or something. They use some outlet to escape. No matter what it is, it's an escape from whatever issues. And this doesn't have to, like I said, be only about relationships. It could be family membership, because you can have family members who say they love you and care about you, but then judge you for what you're trying to do. Like, they talk all type of shit about the investments that you're putting your energy into. They talk all type of shit about who you're trying to become. And that fucks with your mind mentally, because, like, damn, I thought you loved me. I thought all the memories we got together had a weight to them. And then now you're seeing that they don't. So that's why it's important to really recognize who you are in a relationship and vice versa. Because if you're not recognizing who you are, you're just doing shit, bro. And just doing shit in a relationship, Aries energy, it's not going to go well, because it's just a lot of shit being done. No one's being considered. People want their way. And then, now it's a push and pull on who has the power in the relationship, when it shouldn't be a power dynamic. It should literally be like, okay, I'm the leader, you're the supporter, you make sure I'm good. Oh, look at the B. You make sure I'm good and I make sure you good. We keep balance, bro. We can't keep sitting here going back and forth, fucking with each other because someone's not getting what they want. That's not how it works. It does not work like that. In 2026, in the age of Aquarius, we're no longer doing the age of Pisces style of loving. Like, that's age of Pisces shit. Get it out your head, bro. Y'all broke up because y'all did not do the work. Y'all been together for so long, just being in lovey-dovey Pisces, fucking dreamy state. Now that information is being a big forefront in the world and energy, you're getting so much information about yourself, about the world. People are getting exposed. Motherfucking, you got people standing up to authorities. You got leaders who's actually being leaders. You got motherfuckers getting exposed for being fake leaders. There's a lot of shit going on. Dealing with air-like energy, which is Aquarius energy, bro. Okay? And if you're not going to be aware of these things, this is going to happen. You're going to end up losing people that you care about because you didn't do the work. You didn't take the time out to be like, hey, bro, I know I got this little wound right here that I haven't yet to work on. And if you're in a relationship, you should communicate that. And if your partner cares about you, they'll let you get that space to actually work on that, no matter how long it takes, as long as y'all are there communicating, supporting each other, maintaining your structure, and just implementing this, you're not going to fail. I promise you, simply because you're acknowledging the hard parts and the bad parts about yourself before they can, because if they acknowledge it, it's going to come off as them nitpicking at you. It's going to come off as them picking and choosing what to tell you about yourself, coming off as they think they know everything about you. It's coming off negative, basically. You feel me? When in all reality, if you know these things about yourself and the person's pointing them out, y'all both on the same page. The ego wants to be in a superior state over other people, but like, bro, everybody has an ego. You can't be superior over someone's ego when they have an ego too. That's fucking stupid. So you have to learn, hey, these are certain things that I got to deal with, and if I don't, it's going to end up like this possibly, so I don't want that to happen. So let me get that space so I can, and by getting space, and this is wrong with fucking people, bro. Y'all immature high school dating ass niggas, bro. Motherfuckers introduce space. Y'all think, oh, break up. Y'all think, oh, yeah, let me go fuck on some other females and niggas, bro. Y'all ain't shit, bro. Y'all ain't shit at all, bro. Because at the end of the day, if y'all can trust each other, y'all can legitimately take space within the same fucking household and literally just be like, all right, boom, let me focus and work on what I got going on so that I can be the best person to my partner and vice versa. It doesn't have to be forever. Implement time periods so that you're getting gaps. You're getting moments to reset your energy, to look within, tapping with your higher self, tapping with your spirit family, tapping with your spirit guides, tapping with the other aspects that's been trying to communicate to you about your relationship and other things, bro. How are you going to know what's going on under the fucking rug if you're not pulling it up and a motherfucker too busy standing on top of it dealing with shit? You got to get off the rug and pull it up to see what's going on under that bitch, bro. You can't just be on the rug because it's so fucking nice and it looks good. Like, no, it's shit under that bitch. It's roaches and centipedes and dust bugs and all type of shit that you ain't cleaning up, gang. So go ahead, lift that shit up, get the cleaning, and now see how much better it's going to feel once you know that you did the work. Seriously, there's no petty little shits going on. So yeah, healing is a key factor in why your relationship failed. Another reason is simply because people are not paying attention to what's going on in the world, bro. They don't take these things serious. They don't think that the shit Trump's doing is going to affect them because they don't like Trump. Just because you don't like a nigga don't mean the shit that they're doing is not going to affect you. Like, you can not like a person all you want, but if they're right next to you doing fuck shit, you're going to get affected. Motherfucking doing fuck shit and then leave you to be the fall guy. Yeah. But you too busy not liking that person to pay attention to what the fuck they doing, for real. Get out your feelings. There's a lot of shit going on. People getting exposed. And and social engineering is getting transformed to some other shit day by day and right in front of our eyes. So the structure of a relationship is no longer the same as it was 10 years ago. Motherfuckers do not have the time to be getting in relationships, for real. The economy is bad. People are stressed out about money. It's just not practical for people to want to be in a relationship simply because it's like, damn, I'm too busy worried about money. I can't sit there and cater to someone's emotions. So it's really hard to find a partner who's doing the work because they're too busy working or they're too busy running away from the problems, whatever, okay? Not saying that person's not out there for you, okay, twin? That person out there for you. You just gotta heal. That's all you gotta do is fucking heal. Heal. Go within. Take the time. Don't be afraid. Stop being pussy, because that person that you're trying to be with is gonna see that you're pussy because your emotions are getting out of whack. Your character's not being structured because you don't know what the fuck going on. That person is seeing the same shit you seeing, but the difference is that person's not you. The other person that you're dating is not you. You are you. You are whoever you are, and you have to learn who you are. You can't just be doing shit in front of people thinking you know yourself, and then you get triggered, and now you done lashed out, and now you sitting there with guilt like, damn, I never thought I would have done something like that. Yeah, because you ain't do the work to hell, bro. You ain't do the work to see that side of yourself. Or you didn't let a person push you to that limit for you to go back and be like, all right, bro, this person pushed me to this limit. Why did I get to that point? Because you're afraid. A lot of people are afraid to see themselves because they don't want to acknowledge some parts of themselves. it's a lot of planets in retrograde. You're gonna have to acknowledge yourself, bro. It's Leo season at this current moment. It's 888 portal right now. Motherfuckers need to see what the fuck is going on, because they're gonna be showed by the universe in a different way. If you don't do it willingly, the universe is gonna do it for you, and you're not gonna like the way the universe do it. You may, but more likely you're not, because they're gonna do it the way you're supposed to do it, that works for your energy that you're unaware of. It's that fact that you're not aware of your energy, okay? The universe knows what your energy is, so they know what to do for you, but you don't. And your ego is trying to make it seem like it knows everything and drive and create the direction. But at the end of the day, higher self and Big Mama always got the direction, always got the wheel game. You just a passenger who's making call-outs. That's all that is, bro. You have a destiny, your soul signed up for the destiny, and Big Mama put you on that pathway to your destiny. Just like how when you get born, and your mom raises you, your dad raises you, your parents raises you to be the best version of yourself, to put you on a pathway. Same thing with the cosmics, bro. The cosmos do the same thing. There's a Big Mama energy and there's a Big Father energy. You have to respect these energies if you're gonna move forward in this life. Otherwise, you're gonna get smacked with all type of shit, connected to the old world, connected to the old way of life, and it's not gonna work out for nobody. And people are gonna argue, people are gonna separate, people are gonna not be on the same page, and that is okay. Go find who is for you, and if nobody's out here in this lifetime for you, isolate, be by yourself, and thrive. All right, but that's pretty much like one key factor that I want to point out to why your relationship failed. Because it could, motherfucker not talking, or you lost interest, or we don't see eye to eye. It's a lot of things, but why? I'm talking about the why. Fuck the what, because the what can be whatever. Why, motherfucker? Why are these things happening? That's for you to figure out and to apply. All right. I hope this video really did help you out in whatever situation you're going through, whether you're about to break up, didn't break up, was going to break up, whatever the case may be. If you're coming to that point, it's best to analyze it right now. Get on that shit right now. Make a decision right now. Don't wait. Make the decision right now, because more shit is going to happen. If you don't want to deal with it, go ahead, let the person know, and go do your healing. If you do want to deal with it, you see that it can be saved, and all you need to do is do some healing and try to implement some shit, and you feel like you can trust the person to do that part, and do that. But if you cannot trust that person, you have to go within yourself and say, I can't trust that person. That's a part of yourself that you got to go and heal, and that's good. You're acknowledging that. That person has no obligations to that. You have to do that yourself. They have to do what they got to do for themselves, and vice versa, all right? That being said, if you did get anything from this video, make sure you drop a like, comment down below. Anything you got going on with relationship, so I can give the advice. Because when it comes to relationships, bro, I got a lot of sauce, bro. I got a lot of sauce. I just focus on other shit like chakras and astrology, because astrology technically helps relationships, but you're not going to understand that if you're not understanding healing, you know what I'm saying? Simple healing, bro. Simple acknowledging your fucking problems. Acknowledging the ugly parts about you, bro. No one wants to do that. Do that shit. I'll see y'all in the next video.